Hello. So, we're going to take a break from our little FNAF series for a little bit right now. And we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, you can go ahead and skip this video and just go straight to the reaction. Completely okay. But if you want to know why, and from this title of this video, I'm going to tell you now. Now, this may sound psychotic. Now, the reason why I'm trying to get inspiration from these videos is because I make analog horror mid-tempo bass music, which is a mix of analog horror and mid-tempo, down-tempo bass music. EDM. That is my thing. That is the vibe that I go for. Love this idea. I've had this idea for quite a long time, and I get a lot of inspiration from Rez, who is my #1 role model. And I want to take horror EDM to the next level. At least I'm trying to. And if you're interested into listening to my music, it is right here on my channel, or you can go on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, SoundCloud, basically any music streaming service that you can think of. It's on there. It's even on Instagram, which is crazy to me. Not only that, there's gonna be new music coming soon, still working on it, and I am just very excited. But the main reason why we are here is because I've kind of hit a writer's block. And this is kind of like a little segment that I would like to do with here on YouTube and have some inspiration for my music, which is my #1 thing. So, without further ado, we are going to jump straight into this with some popcorn and my Dr. Pepper. I have never seen a FNAF VHS video ever. I might have seen 1 or 2, but that was like a long time ago, and I don't really remember any of that. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting ride. I have watched a couple of analog horror tape videos, not a lot of them, but I have. So yeah, this could be a fun little segment to our channel. And not only that, it's basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone, doing something for YouTube and getting inspiration for my music. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just get right into the swing of things, because I am honestly a little terrified. Okay, so this is Give Life FNAF VHS from Velox. Velox. I'm already getting a little scared.
I can't get through to anyone. What is that noise? Henry, is that you?
Henry. Oh wow. I wonder what they used to make this.
What the? This isn't funny. Turn the power back on.
Oh, there's Bonnie. Covered in blood. Oh. God damn. It's hurting my ears. Sorry. I'm not scared. It's Marionette. Oh, okay. Okay. Woo. Okay, so they're adding a little bit of lore to it, which is basically like a scene of, I forgot her name, who was taking the animatronic marionette, putting the souls of, just gonna shut up. Is that William? Wow. Lore accurate. That's exactly what happened. That's one of them. Oh. Whoa, what the hell? Wait, hold on. Sorry. Oh. Did she push him? Oh. I forgot their names. Oh my god, the FNAF lore. Oh. Whoa, 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 what was that? A knife? Suspect left the safe room later that night once the building was closed. It wasn't long before the children were reported missing. Okay. Soon after, customers began to complain about foul orders coming from much-loved animal mascots, getting the company into some trouble with the health department. Okay. It was only a few days later that the police were contacted when parents reportedly noticed that what appeared to be bloodstains and mucus around the eyes and mouths of the mascots. The missing children were unfortunately found deceased, stuffed into the animatronic bodies, presumably to hide them. These were the photos taken during the investigation. I thought it was just Jeremy was only 7 years old. I thought it was only Cassidy that got stuffed into the suit. Gabriel. The victim was identified as Susie Smith. She was only 4 years old. My god. The victim was identified as Fritz Davis. He was only 13 years old. The victim was identified as Cassidy Newton. She was only 9 years old. She was the one I believe in the Springtrap suit. We believed it was the best to have the bodies removed and disposed by our own team in order to not impact business too heavily or make a scene. Did he really say that? The animatronic suits are to be washed, although this maintenance will have to wait until next week, which is then they were regularly scheduled in. Mr. H. Emily. Gabriel, Fritz, Susie, Jeremy, Cassidy. I don't think we still know who the one in the far back is. Because it's a lie. It's all a lie. Death isn't the end. This isn't peace. I can't move without me. seconds. That's Cassidy. Is Cassidy the one that's saying "It's me" in FNAF 2? Oh! That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Very horrid. Very, very good. I was expecting a little bit more, like, suspense. There was a little bit, but what I forget is that analog horror isn't about jump scares, isn't it? It isn't about, like, boo, you know? It's just about the uncanniness, being very, like, I am very uncomfortable with this right now. All of that. That's what makes analog horror analog horror. Now, there could be jump scares, of course. There absolutely could be, but this was amazing. I barely even touched my popcorn because I was like so into it. But yeah, I want to watch another one. We're gonna watch another one. That was too good. That was way too good. I actually want to subscribe to this guy. This guy, that was actually beautiful. Job well done. Job well done. Maintenance report. Spectre. Who is the one creating these? Is it Redemption, Valox? Okay, I see another Valox, Minidium, Zero TV, Baddington. Yeah, I did see this one. Very long time ago, though. I guess I saw a little bit of that. Next one on this playlist. 10 minutes. Holy shit, this is gonna be a long video.
Alright, so I've managed to finally roll this thing in here, so I guess let's go ahead and get started now. Boss wants me to run through this maintenance report, so hopefully we can figure out why this thing has been acting up lately. We're also opening a new location next year, so what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to have to strip this thing apart so we can use it for spare parts for the newer animatronic models. So let's go ahead and see what I need to do first. Let's see here, movement test. Alright then, we will need as many parts as we can salvage from our remaining animatronics. These may include servos, wires, circuit boards, or pieces from the endoskeleton. Insert the floppy disk titled Animatronic Movement Test Program into the computer to test each of the animatronic's joint movements. Okay, sounds simple enough. Alright, let's get the computer on, get this thing hooked up, and let's see how this movement test goes. Let's see.
Floppy disk.
Animatronic. Ah, here it is.
Oh, I can't tell. If this is actually like a real person doing this, or if it's like still good. I mean, it made me think it was actually real life. So, well job.
Yes. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with
it's his own shadow,
head
okay.
movements first. HAE, and then we'll just go down the rest of the body. Okay, well then. Looks like the neck and jaw joints are functioning normally, so I'm gonna put this camera down real quick so I can. Huh. That's strange. I guess there's some kind of circuit malfunction. I'm not sure why it's... Okay. What'll happen if... Alright. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make sure everything is connected right, get it all rebooted, and then we'll pick up where we left off.
Sorry, I'm a little scared. I'm gonna turn down just a little bit.
Just checking the circuits now on the back of the head here. They might be shorted. These control the neck and jaw servos, and yeah, they seem to have been shorted. So that means the head won't move unless all of the electronics are completely gutted and replaced. Thankfully, I'm not repairing this piece of junk, so I guess I'll just leave everything how it is and move on.
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that?
Alright, so let's do the ears. E-A-R-S. Huh. Why aren't they moving?
I'm scared.
Alright, so if the ears aren't moving, that means the shortage affected just about everything connected to the head. So I guess the ears don't work either. Alright, let's try the arms instead, I guess. Okay, that seems to be working fine. Great, at least we can salvage something from the endoskeleton. So let's try the other one now.
Don't do the legs.
Jesus Christ. Damn, okay. So the entire shoulder joint just completely snapped. All of these parts are so grimy and full of rust that these constant failures don't exactly surprise me. So I mean, I might be able to salvage the forearm and hand, but I don't know how. Looks like I'll only be able to entirely salvage the left arm though. Which, I guess, is better than nothing. Damn, this thing stinks. Okay. So let's go ahead and take off this left arm now before something kills it too, so I can at least salvage something from this thing. Alright, so as you can see here, I managed to get the left arm taken off. Took a bit of force and of course some know-how, but here it is. And as you can see, the wires are cut, but still intact enough to be rewired to anything else. So hopefully I'll be able to salvage everything that I haven't tested already. But seeing how easily that right shoulder joint just snapped, I highly doubt it'll be that easy. Alright, let's move on to the hips now.
I see. Throw it back?
I mean, this thing might as well just collapse right in front of me. I'm surprised they want me to salvage anything from it at all.
Can you be a little
All right,
nice?
Let's move on to the legs.
Oh, not the legs.
Leg.
Here we go.
Okay, those seem to be working fine. Alright, both legs seem to be working fine. I'll probably salvage those last though, when I get finished with everything else, because I'll still need this thing standing. Okay, fabric exterior salvage. The new animatronic models will be made from a plastic mold. This means we will need to salvage as many pieces of the fabric layer as possible. The most important of which are the hard to replicate features such as the head, face, hands. Oh, Jesus! Why is... Oh. Right. Forgot to turn the computer off. Whew. Okay.
But you didn't turn off!
Anyways, it sounds like I'm just...
Oh, hi, Bonnie. Bonnie, be nice to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the other endo parts alongside the fabric piece.
Oh, you're done.
Need.
Okay. Beautifully well made. This is animation.
All right. With that should be everything. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and taken the eyes out since they seem to be working just fine.
Oh,
In
that's
addition to
even
that,
worse.
I also went ahead and took off a foot and the right hand since they were pretty much the only remaining exterior pieces that weren't torn up and ruined. So, all of those endo parts, along with their exterior pieces, can be boxed up and shipped off. Alright, so that's about everything I could salvage from this thing so far. The only thing that could also go, but it's giving me a hard time right now, is the head plate here. For some reason, it won't budge, and I have no idea why. I've checked for anything that could still be holding it in place, and so far I've found nothing. However, I do remember the report naming the headpiece specifically, so that means it's one of the main pieces they want. So I don't know. I guess let me keep cracking at it until something gives. Then I'll restart the recording and let you know what I find out. Alright, after a bit of force and a few extra cuts, I managed to tear the face off, as you can see down there. So I figured out that the headpiece still wouldn't budge because it's completely glued to the back of the head, which is very unusual. So if I were to try and force it off, it'll most likely tear in unpredictable directions and make the entire thing unsalvageable. But they did make it sound like they only wanted the actual face of the animatronic, so that's down there along with everything I managed to physically scrap from this thing. So we are done with that then. Okay, let's see. Odor report. Okay then. We've recently been receiving complaints about smells and unpleasant odors emitting from the animatronic. Yeah, no kidding. These odors have been described as rotten. Yep, decomposed, like something died inside it. We suspect that perhaps a rodent or animal had accidentally found its way into the animatronic and became trapped within its chest. Press down both of the shoulders to remove the torso of the animatronic. Oh, what the? Damn it, not again. Huh, I guess the power went out. Yeah, I might have tripped a breaker or something with all that computer commotion. Alright, let's go turn the power back on and hopefully finish up. What the? Hey! Let me out, guys! This isn't funny! Guess let me finish up real quick with the dart. Where'd it go? Oh, really? Right now? Come on, come on! Oh, what? What the fuck? Why is it? Oh, God. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Jesus Christ, what was that? Oh.
Wow. Oh my god, people are so creative and people are so good at things, man. That was wow. We got a POV of just a typical maintenance worker working on the animatronics, and we basically saw how Bonnie became Withered Bonnie. And that was just absolutely beautiful. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was awesome. I really like that one. Damn, which one was better? I think like the first one was mostly like it felt more of like a crime investigation, which is really cool. That was beautifully well made. And this one was just more of like a POV of how Withered Bonnie became Withered Bonnie. And my god, oh my god, people are just so good. People are so good and creative. They don't get enough appreciation for this. I'm pretty sure they did. You had to have. Maintenance report from Spectre. A police recovered tape from the manager's office at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Finally, it can be released to the public after 22 years. Recorded in March 15th, 1986. Oh, damn. Wow. Like, subscribed, man. That was absolutely beautiful. If it was made by you, of course. Voice acting by Stanley Cheadle and Dark Lord K. I would love to be a part of these. That would be so cool. But, okay. I'm pretty sure that's... My god. I barely even touched my popcorn. But, yeah. That was absolutely awesome. I definitely want to do more of these, watch more of these, but I think that's going to be the end of it for now. We've seen 2 really, really, really good ones, and we got 29 more to go. And they're all very long, which is insane to me. But yeah, really guys, hope you go had a loss of words. Really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'm gonna be making another one. Doesn't matter, because I was just gonna ask if you like this, be sure to like and subscribe, which you should. That would be really appreciated. But either way, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do another one. This is great. I think I might do another for a second video and still do it right now because I'm at the edge of my seat, but also like fucking terrified at the same time. But this video is already long enough as it is, so thank you guys, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.